When was the last time you watched a movie? Statistics show that in the 1950s, 60% of Americans went to the cinema. Nowadays, the number is much, much lower. This is happening due to a shift in consumer style. People nowadays consume short format content for the purpose of entertainment. Meanwhile, back then, people watch the movies, to watch the stories unfold, to experience the view of the director, and to engage with the actors and the story behind the movie overall. Nowadays, people just wanna get a quick buck and make content for people to just swipe and endlessly scroll. This has some nefarious effects on our mental health, however. People cannot read anymore. People cannot follow what they read. They read and they don't understand anything. To fix this, we need to delve into movies and to have patience, because patience is rewarded, not in every movie, because we have movies that reward having a quick attention span, meaning you watch short content such as a TikTok, which is 15 seconds, that instantly hooks you. But movies are not dying, they're evolving. New directors are emerging from these platforms themselves. People experience with vertical shots and with quick transitions and action placed in the first part of the movie. And people that do love movies, the cinephiles, are also paid not in quick message, but in deep delving into the movie. If you have patience, you can enjoy the iceberg itself. You delve into the different layers of the movie. We have movies such as The Substance, which came out in 2024, and it may look like a movie that was made just to earn money, but it has a very deep message that talks about today's society and the beauty standards, and the problem we have with comparing ourselves to one another due to social media influence. People look on social media to find inspiration and ideas and do not think for themselves anymore. We need to go back to the old way of watching movies and to transform the cinema back into the beacon of socializing that it was before. It was a place where people gathered in dark rooms and they sat for hours and watched the story frame by frame, and afterwards they talked about it, they shared their ideas. Nowadays people just go online and search for content that it's recommended and just watch reviews and do not have an idea of their own, really, which is quite detrimental to our society overall, seeing that humanities nowadays are seen as a useless career. And it's not all that, it is not true at all. While it is true that platforms such as TikTok have democratized the filmmaking industry, it has also given the microphone to the people who have nothing to give out at all. We need to appreciate people who are creative and who want to engage you for longer periods of time, and appreciate the long emotional arcs, the stories, the character development of movies. Cinema is quite important. It teaches us patience and how important it is to socialize and to have your own ideas and to critically analyze every single thing that you see. And it's not really just a mere entertainment method. It is much more than that. We need to bring it back to the pedestal. It is an art, and yes, nowadays more and more people are going into the cinema industry, but for the wrong reasons, not for creative purposes, but to make a quick buck. And cinema nowadays is based on previous knowledge. Let's take, for example, the Barbie movie. It is based on prior knowledge to the Barbie dolls, to the fandom it had before. It is not a new fandom at all. It's the old fandom that was just revived with the movie. So people do not really go for movies that are really that experimental anymore. They go for trends and for things that have a prior basis. And it's quite sad to see that cinema is not keeping up with the pace of social media.